Are you looking for the best mechanical keyboards? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best mechanical keyboards on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Razer BlackWidow V4 75% mechanical keyboards. The BlackWidow V4 75%, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, incorporates a lot of great innovations from the custom keyboard space into the framework of a gaming keyboard, improving almost every aspect of the average keyboard. I had a few small gripes with this keyboard's assembly and repairability, but it's a fantastic option for gamers who want to upgrade their typical Razer keyboard with extra features. This is a 75% layout, so it's smaller, eliminating areas like the numeric keypad typically found on a full-size keyboard. The factory-lubed Razer orange switches have a strong tactile bump and a satisfying typing sound, and the, expectedly, bright and flashy RGB lighting that's typically absent in premium keyboards, along with an ultra-fast 8000 Hz polling rate that's perfect for fast-paced gaming. While some details like the lack of wireless connectivity in the plastic bottom case weren't ideal, the typing experience and overall build quality more than made up for it. Number 2. Keychron V1 Max QMK Mechanical Keyboard. Keychron's V1 Max has most of the benefits of the BlackWidow V4 without the extra bells and whistles to keep the price under $100. It's gasket mounted, meaning the keyboard's plate is held into the case around the edges using strips of foam to isolate the plate from the case. This allows for some bounce and offers a quieter and more consistent typing sound across the keyboard. You also get wireless connectivity, RGB lighting, hot swap sockets, and a great overall typing feel out of the box. Like the Q5 and Q6 Pro above, it's fully programmable using QMK and VIA software, meaning every key can be remapped. The V1 Max only has a 1000 Hz polling rate compared to Razer's 8000 Hz, how fast the keyboard sends information to the computer, but 1000 Hz is more than enough for most fast-paced games. Its RGB is much more rudimentary, but the rest of its specs more than make up for this considering the price. In the time I used this keyboard, I found its typing experience fantastically poppy and crisp, and all the materials are shockingly nice, solid keycaps, great switches, and a simple 2-piece plastic case that's easy to take apart. The largest trade-off is the quality of the case. The plastic isn't super thick, and the entire keyboard easily flexes when bent. However, the gasket mount system makes this hard to notice in regular use. More than that, a plastic case like this is lighter than metal, and any scrapes and dents it picks up will be much less obvious, making it an ideal candidate for use on the go or in an office, especially with the included wireless dongles for both USB-A and USB-C. Linear or tactile switches, hot swappable. Wireless, Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz with USB-C or USB-A receiver, or wired. Includes USB-C to USB-C cable and USB-C to USB-A adapter. Separate Mac and Windows keycaps. Number 3. Keychron Q1 HE QMK Rapid Trigger Wireless Custom Mechanical Keyboard. Keychron's Q1 HE, 9 out of 10, Wired recommends, is probably the most refined Hall effect keyboard out there. Hall effect switches use magnets to identify key presses and are much more responsive and durable than mechanical switches. They're also adjustable. You can configure the W key to actuate with a slight press versus a full press, which can be handy for certain games. This is all available in Keychron's in-browser launcher software, which lets you adjust actuation points and response times, create multiple inputs at different distances, and even emulate a traditional controller joystick. With great switches, immense customization, and Keychron's usual high-quality gasket mount system, I enjoyed typing on and gaming with this keyboard more than any other optical or Hall effect keyboard I've used. Typing feels and sounds great, with a lower-pitched typing tone and smooth key presses. The bottom out feels softer than a traditional mechanical switch, but this softer typing feel can be better for longer typing sessions. Overall, it's just a really enjoyable keyboard and delivers an experience that won't disappoint, even if the Q1 HE doesn't do anything crazy. Hall effect switches. Wireless, Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz, or wired. Includes USB-C to USB-C cable and USB-C to USB-A adapter. Separate Mac and Windows keycaps. Number 4. Lofree Flow84 Low-Profile Mechanical Keyboard. When I first learned about the Lofree Flow, I was skeptical. I've tried a few low-profile mechanical keyboards and never really saw the point. They all just felt and sounded like glorified laptop keyboards. But the Flow is different, with Kayla's full P1 low-profile switches, a gasket-mounted metal case, and an impressive build. I genuinely found myself wanting to come back to this keyboard despite a pile of traditional mechanical keyboards, both personal and review samples, sitting next to me. While I love the typing experience and assembly, my only gripe is a small one: the LED backlighting doesn't work perfectly for the provided keycaps, since the LED is on the bottom of the switch and the text is on the top. Besides that, it's one of the first genuinely good low-profile keyboards I've typed on. Typing is smooth and satisfying, and the durable build reinforces all the best qualities of these fairly unconventional switches. Linear or tactile switches. Wireless, Bluetooth, or wired. Includes USB-C to USB-C cable. Mac and Windows keycaps. Number 5. HHKB Studio Mechanical Keyboard. The Happy Hacking keyboard has been a mainstay in the mechanical keyboard community for years thanks to its fantastic layout and unique typing experience. The HHKB Studio, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, takes the best parts of the previous generation and builds on them, adding a track point and touchpads to make navigation more streamlined. Along with this, the Studio has multi-device Bluetooth connectivity and hot swap sockets. The only downside of this model compared to other HHKB generations is the move from Topra to MX-style switches, but the company's unique switches serve as a great linear equivalent to the beloved tactile switch, and the standardized design allows for a lot more customization than before. While the price is high even on sale, I don't think any other options come close to what this keyboard can do. All the features blend well, and using the Studio eventually becomes second nature. Silent linear switches. Wired, Bluetooth, or wireless. Includes USB-A to USB-C cable.